Very good morning and join the students. I am Adesh with my subject accountancy. Chapter number 7, Death of a Partner. So student, we start this chapter yesterday or in last class we started this chapter. There we learn what are the things which affect at the time of death of a partner in the firm and how this concept death of a partner is different from the retirement of a partner. There was two situations. One thing, in retirement of a partner, it is planned before the retirement of a partner. Okay, in retirement of a partner, everything is planned, or retiring partner is planned when the partner will retire. But in death, it cannot be planned earlier. And second thing is that the payment of retiring partner is paid to the retiring partner only. But in the death condition, the legal hired person will receive that amount or the due amount of the deceased partner. Okay, and the thing is next, that is adjustment required to make at the time of the death of a partner. So what the adjustments we have to do if a partner got death in the firm. So there were 7 adjustments we discussed in last class. Out of 7, only 5 adjustments are there which are in syllabus for the current year. Okay, so student, here the first adjustment or today's topic is adjustment, which we are discuss briefly each and every adjustment, how these adjustment will affect to which account at the time of death of a partner. So first one is there is change in profit sharing ratio. So if there is change in profit share ratio, so two situations may be there. Two situations, it means when a new profit we have to calculate on the basis of old and gaining or sacrifice ratio, and we have to calculate the gaining ratio on the basis of new profit share ratio and the old profit share ratio. So student, so first thing is that if we have to calculate new profit share ratio, okay, so if we have to calculate the new profit share ratio, then a situation, calculate new profit sharing ratio. So new ratio is equal to old ratio plus gaining ratio. Okay, if a partner is sacrificed, so then it will subtract or minus sacrifice ratio. Okay, if they have decided the new profit share ratio at the time of death of a partner, in that situation if any of the partner is sacrificing, so then that sacrificing ratio will subtract from the old ratio, so then that will be equal to new ratio. And B situation, calculate gaining ratio. Sometimes we have need to calculate the gaining ratio. So then the gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. And related to this, the more concept we learned in chapter number 6, that is retirement of a partner. Okay, so students, only little bit discussion is there, but all the things already we covered in last chapter, and when we solve the questions related to the concept, then it will repeat in this concept also, means death of a partner. So related to this, only these two things we have to calculate. Sometimes if there is sacrifice for the partner, so we can calculate the sacrifice ratio also. So that is sacrifice ratio is equal to old ratio minus new ratio. This situation may be also there at the time of death of a partner. So student, now the second adjustment related to the death of a partner, that is adjustment for goodwill. Adjustment of for a goodwill, there is two concepts are including in the adjustment of a goodwill at the time of death of a partner. So two concepts are, first one, if old goodwill existing in the firm, okay, if the old goodwill is existing in the firm at the time of death of a partner, so then the old goodwill we distribute among the all partners, okay, in their old profit sharing ratio. If the old goodwill is existing in the firm, so according to that, that goodwill will be distributed by all partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So the journal entry will pass if there is goodwill is existing. So goodwill is assets in the firm, and when assets is removing or the writing go from the firm, so then that assets will credit, and the all partners capital or current account debit, and two goodwill account, and this goodwill will distribute in old ratio. This is the journal entry for first situation where the old goodwill is existing. Second, goodwill of the firm valued at the time of death of a partner. So if the goodwill of the firm is valued at the time ऑफ डेथ ऑफ ए पार्टनर, किसी पार्टनर की डेथ होने पर जो फर्म की गुडविल की वैल्यूएशन की जाएगी, तो एट दैट टाइम first of all we need to calculate the goodwill of deceased partner. So then the share of deceased partner, so deceased partners goodwill is equal to goodwill of the firm multiply, if the goodwill of the firm multiply profit sharing ratio of deceased partner, okay, who partner is got death in the firm. So at that time, what is the profit share ratio of that partner will multiply with the goodwill of the firm. Then the share of deceased partner will be calculated. And regarding this, the journal entry will be there, that is gaining partner, those partner will gain in the ratio at the time of death of a partner. So gaining partners capital or current account debit. If there is any sacrificing partner, so that sacrificing partners capital or current account will credit, and to retiring partners capital or current account. Okay, so what is the share of retiring partner? We have to record over there, and then the sacrifice ratio of the sacrificing partner, and there is gaining ratio for the gaining partner. So only it is the journal entry will pass at the time of retirement of a partner. Okay students, so two concepts we cover till now. So next one is first change in profit share ratio, second adjustment for goodwill. So two situations may be there, situation A and B, when the old goodwill is there and when the new goodwill is valued at the time of death of a partner. And third point is, and we can say the third adjustment is there, third adjustment at the time of death of a partner, that is revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. Okay, at the time of death of a partner, there is assets are revalued and liabilities are do reassessment for the payment, what the actual payment we have to do for the liability and what the actual amount we can receive for those assets at the time of the death of a partner. So students, is related to this, the revaluation and the reassessment of assets and liabilities already we done in the last two chapters, fifth chapter as well as in the sixth chapter, and in fourth chapter also we have done. We will do only some points, or we will discuss only the some points related to the revaluation and reassessment of liabilities. So there are few situations are there, and some situations are there under which the revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities will be there. So first, when the value of assets increased or increases, अगर assets की value increases हो जाती है at the time of revaluation of assets, अगर assets की value increase होती है, so then assets are debit, and when assets is increased, so then it is also debit, and the assets value is decreased, so then it will credit. So when the assets value is increased, so this is the revenue or the income for the firm, okay, and this is the income for the firm. If it is the income, so then it will transfer to the nominal account. The nominal account is revaluation account. So it means that assets account will debit if the value is increased, so assets account debit, and to revaluation account. Okay, here is increased value, जो भी वैल्यू यहाँ पर increased हुई है. Is it clear? So it will be the journal entry for the increase in the value of the assets. Okay, next point, second point, when the value of assets decreased or decreases, so the value of assets is decreases. If the value of assets is decreases, so then it will credit, and the revaluation account debit, and to that assets will credit. It is decreased value. Okay, if there is some unrecorded assets, when unrecorded assets now have to record. कुछ अनरिकॉर्डेड एसेट्स हैं बट अब वो हमको रिकॉर्ड करनी है, तो इट मीन्स unrecorded assets will debit, account debit to revaluation account for that value which value is not recorded but with which value we are recording now. Fourth point, it is related to the liability. When the value of liabilities increases, so there is the value of liabilities, it is increases, so then liabilities increase, so it means it is credit, and the revaluation account will debit. So revaluation account debit, and to that is liabilities account. Okay, there is increased value of that liability. Next one is that is when the value of liabilities decreases. Okay, so if the value of liabilities decreases, so then the liability should debit, because the value of liabilities decreases, that's why. So if the liabilities decreases and that will be debit, then the revaluation account will credit. So now the liabilities account debit, and to revaluation account, the value is decreased value, by which value the value of liabilities decrease. Okay, जिस वैल्यू के साथ में डिक्रीज हो रहा है, that value we have to show in the here. Next, if there are some unrecorded liabilities are also there, but now we have to record. Okay, when unrecorded liabilities but now have to record. Okay, there are some liabilities which are not recorded in the books of accounts right now, but at the time of death of a partner they have to record into the firm. So if now they have to record into the firm, so liabilities are increasing in the firm, liabilities are increasing, so that they will be credited, and the revaluation account debit, and to unrecorded liabilities account credit. Okay, with the unrecorded value. So these are the transaction at the time of death of a partner related to the revaluation of assets and reassessment of liability. So after all, if there is any balance in the debit or the credit side of the revaluation account, then that will distribute among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So seventh condition A, if credit balance remain in the revaluation account. Okay, if the credit balances remain in the revaluation account at the time of death of a partner, so that will distribute among the partner in old profit share ratio. So then the revaluation account debit revaluation account debit, and to all partners capital or current account in their old ratio. Credit balance means when credit is more, credit greater than debit. Okay, when credit balance is more than the debit balance. So this journal entry will pass then only. And now, student, if debit balance remains in the revaluation account, means debit greater than credit, so then all partners capital or current account debit and 2 revaluation account. Okay, and this will also distribute in the whole ratio among the whole partners. Only these are the things which are related to the revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. So student, you try to solve the questions related to these 3 adjustments, and 2 adjustments are left only at the time of death of a partner, which we have to discuss in next class. So you should solve the questions related to these concepts which we discussed today, related to the death of a partner or at the time of death of a partner in the firm. The first one is, that is, change in profit share ratio among the existing partner, whosoever partners remain in the firm and those who will continue the firm. There is 2 situations: new profit share ratio if we have to calculate, and if we have to calculate the gaining or sacrifice ratio. So this situation will be followed to calculate the new ratio or the gaining ratio. Next one is adjustment for goodwill. This adjustment is also cover 2 concepts. First one is, if all goodwill is existing in the firm at the time of death of a partner, so then that will be distributed among the partners in the old profit share ratio. And B, if the new goodwill is valued at the time of death of a partner, so that will distribute among the partners in the gaining or sacrificing ratio. Okay, and last one is, that is, revaluation of assets and reassessment of liability. There are different situation when the assets is increased, so what the entry we have to pass. If the assets is decreased, what the value have to record, and unrecorded assets are there, and liabilities are increases, liability are decreasing, and unrecorded liabilities are there. And at last, if there is any balance in the revaluation account, so then how that balance will distribute among the partners in their profit sharing ratio. So thank you for today, students. Thank you, and you try to solve the question related to these adjustments also. Okay, thank you.